Greetings of the day, dear learners. I am Dr. Gyansha Pratap Singh, and we have reached the 10th session on this lecture series on prepositions. And here I would like to tell you again that the best way to learn prepositions is by practicing them. So you must practice them, learn through these lectures, learn with the help of the notes provided to you, but practice them. Try to use these prepositions. Try to solve the worksheets, and that will make you more efficient in using prepositions. So let's begin today's session. And today we shall discuss uses of with and without. Two prepositions, with and without. Let's proceed. So with is used when we want to show that somebody is in the company of any person or anything. So he lives with his parents. It shows the company. He lives in the company of his parents. I take bread with tea. So, so I take bread with tea. So bread and tea are taken together. It shows the company, the togetherness of bread and tea. He likes salad with chicken curry. So what he likes? Salad with chicken curry. So together in the company of salad, in the company of chicken curry. Again, with can also be used when someone has a someone or something has a quality or characteristic, and we want to tell about that quality or characteristic. So she is a girl with blue eyes. So we are talking about the specific characteristic, the quality of that girl. So she is a girl with blue eyes. Blue eyes denotes her quality. This is a house with a garden. So this is the quality characteristic of the house, that it has a garden. So a garden is preceded by with. Next, with is also used when something is moving in the direction of the other thing. So two things are moving in the same direction. This animal generally swims with the current. So swims with the current, not against the current, with the current. So the animal and the current, they both move in the same direction. So we use with here before the current. Again, with is also used when we want to show that an inanimate noun is being used as an instrument. So we have the first example: remove the lid with an opener. Remove the lid with an opener. So how the lid is being removed? With an opener. An opener is an inanimate instrument, and the lid is being removed with the help of this inanimate instrument. So means, it shows the means through which the lid is being removed, with the help of which the lid is being removed. So we are using preposition with before this instrument, an opener. You can cut the cloth with scissors. So here scissors is the inanimate instrument, and we are cutting. You can cut the cloth with the scissors. So the cloth is being cut with the help of scissors, with the means of scissors. The scissors here is the means with the help of which the cloth is being can be sorry the cloth can be cut. Then with can also be used to denote ingredients. Ingredients when it refers to one of the materials used in making something. Remember, one of the materials used in making something. So we have discussed it earlier also. We make a house with brick. We make a house with brick. So brick is only one of the materials used in making house. So we use with before brick. You can make a cake with eggs. So eggs is only one of the materials used in making cake. That's why we use the preposition with before eggs. With can also be used to give a sense of support. So we are with you in your struggle against the corrupt officials. We are with you in your struggle against the corrupt officials. So with you, we are supporting you. We are with you. We are behind you. We are with supporting you in your struggle against the corrupt officials. I stand with the people of my country in this hour of crisis. So I stand, I support, I am with the people. It means I am supporting the people. I am standing in support of the people of my country in this hour of crisis. And of course, nowadays we are facing crisis, pandemic. Next, which can be used to denote opposition also, in the sense of against, to provide the sense of against. I, let's take the examples. I had a quarrel with my boss. I had a quarrel with my boss. So there was opposition. At the one side, there was I, and the other side, there was my boss. So there was quarrel, opposition. India plays a one-day cricket match with England. So one-day cricket match in opposition of against England. We are at war with the neighboring country. So at war with the neighboring country. It is very much conspicuous, clear that we are talking about opposition. Our country and the neighboring country. So the opposition between our country and the neighboring country. Then with can also be used to denote separation. Separation. Sometimes it may feel somewhat strange because we generally think that with is used to show something like in the company of, but with can provide such meanings also, like we have already discussed opposition, and now separation, when something gets separated from the other thing, someone gets separated from the other. So it is, let's take the examples. It is really painful to part with your family members. It is really painful to part with your family members. So with your family members, from your family members. So we are talking about the separation between the family members and the other person. I can't imagine to dispense with his services. Dispense with. Dispense with. It means get with is here used in the sense of separation. So separation with between I and his services. With can also be used to denote manner, to show the way in which somebody does something, a particular manner. He behaved with great dignity. So we are talking about the manner of his behavior. So with great dignity. She can speak Hindi with ease. So we are talking about the manner, how, with ease. So she can speak Hindi with ease. He sleeps with the windows open. How? In which manner? With the windows open. We are talking about the manner, how somebody does something, the way in which somebody does something. So he keeps the windows open while sleeping. And that thing is denoted with the help of this preposition with. Next, uh, with as a preposition can also be used to provide a sense of because of, as a result of, to denote cause, to show cause. Her fingers were numb with cold, were numb with cold. So why? Why were her fingers cold? Because of cold. Sorry. Why were her fingers numb? Because of cold. So the reason was the cold. Because of cold. My father was trembling with anger. What was the cause? Trembling with anger. Because of anger. The cause was his anger. That's why he was trembling. So my father was trembling with anger. With also gives us the sense of after. How? Let's see. The meeting came to a close with vote of thanks. The meeting came to a close with vote of thanks. So after vote of thanks, after vote of thanks, these two things, meeting and vote of thanks, are not parallel. First, vote of thanks will happen, and after that, the meeting came to a close. First, vote of thanks happened, and then meeting came to a close. So the sequence is the sense of after is provided with the use of with before vote of thanks. With these words, I declare the function open. We often listen to such sentences. With these words, when some function is going on and somebody has come to inaugurate the function, he says that with these words, after giving his speaking on the dais, uh, after telling whatever he has to say, after giving his or her speech, he says that with these words I declare the function open. So after, the sense is after these words, after telling these words, after giving my lecture, uh, after telling whatever I had to say, I declare the function open. So sense of after is provided here with the help of the preposition with these words. With can also provide us the sense of despite something. With all his faults, I still respect him. So despite all of his faults, in spite of all his faults, I still respect him. With is also used to show when someone is a member or employee of an organization. Somebody is a member or an employee of an organization. So he is now with an export company. So he is now an employee of an export company, which means an employee of, a member of an export company. He is a staff of an export company. With is also used to give a sense of about, concerning, about. I am pleased with your success. while pleased about your success. Kritika is angry with her brother, angry with her brother, concerning her brother, with her brother. Again, with can also be used to that show who has the possession or responsibility. The keys are with the reception. So who has the possession of the keys? The reception. So this possession is being shown with the help of the use of preposition with. Leave it with me, the possession of me. So which denotes possession. The onus lies with me. So the onus lies with me. So it shows the responsibility. Again, with is also used to denote when parallel movements take place. Parallel movements take place. The shadow lengthened with the approach of sunset. So the shadow, the length of the shadow was increasing as the sunset was approaching. So we are finding parallel movements here. Skill develops with practice. As you practice, your skill develops. The next preposition to be discussed is without. Without. Without, the first usually not in the company of. When somebody is not in the company of. So he came here without his father. Without his father. Not in the company of his father. His father was not with him when he came here. I can't live without my family. So not in the company of my family. I can't live if I am not in the company of my family. So negative sense. Again, it is used to denote absence of a quality also. So this is a sentence without sense. So it doesn't have the quality of being with sense. It doesn't make sense. So it lacks the quality. It doesn't have sense. This sentence. This is a man without any teeth. So absence of quality. Is man without any teeth. Then without also denotes absence of means or instrument. So means to which something is done. You can't see without your eyes. You can't see without your eyes or glasses. So your eyes means, glasses instrument. So absence of means or instrument. So you can't see in the absence of your eyes means or glasses instrument. A bird can't fly without wings. Again, absence of means or instrument, of course, is shown here with the help of without. So wings are the means to which birds can fly, and the absence of these means is denoted by the use of the preposition without. Then it also denotes absence of material, which also denotes absence of material. We can't make an omelette without eggs. So eggs, the material through which, with the help of which we can make an omelette. And without eggs denotes absence of this material. Without denotes absence or lack of something. So not having experiencing or showing something. So they had spent 2 days without food. So without food, lack of, absence of food. They didn't have they didn't have food, not having. So they didn't have food. We found the palace without difficulty, difficulty, without experiencing any difficulty. So we found it easily, without any difficulty. So the difficulty is lacking here. There is absence of difficulty. Here there was absence of food, lack of food there. She spoke without much enthusiasm. Much enthusiasm. So there is lack of, absence of much enthusiasm. And that lack of, absence of much enthusiasm is denoted with the help of the preposition without. And without preposition without precedes much enthusiasm, as it is denoting the absence of much enthusiasm. Okay. Now, without is also used to show absence of necessities or comforts or means of travel, transport, etc. So we can't live without water, we can't live without air. So necessity. We can't fly to New Delhi without a plane. So means of travel, absence of means of travel. Here, absence of necessity, and here absence of means of travel or transport. So we can't fly to New Delhi without a plane, in the absence of a plane. So on the whole, you can see that without denotes absence. Generally, it denotes absence of something, absence of different. So thank you, learners. We have reached the end of this lecture. But remember, there are so many things to learn in the field of prepositions, and I have not covered all the prepositions in the first lecture. I have shown you many prepositions, and there are some more prepositions also. So you should try to search these prepositions and learn their usage. And if you have any issue, you are welcome to discuss with me through the channels. With the help of the channels I have provided to you, keep practicing. And as far as the fixed and proper prepositions are concerned, appropriate prepositions are concerned, I will provide you uh, the notes for these two things in your WhatsApp group. Thank you again. Just watch the formal last lecture on prepositions, but if possible, I will share one or two more lectures on prepositions. So let's wind up.